Welcome to Raising Taylor. This is your first time sitting down with me. Hello, my name is Sarah Taylor. I am a wife, mother, and business owner, and this is how I manage it all. I am going to try doing this new type of plan with me video rather than me just showing you, like, as I fill in my planner kind of thing, or how I decorate it or some kind of special shit. I'm trying to show you how I actually do manage it. Um, because it is a huge balancing act to be just a mom in general, and it's an even bigger act to try and incorporate work life in with motherhood. Um, so I feel like it's important to show how that is accomplishable, how it is possible for you to both have work and family. Because I really believe that society forces women, in particular mothers, to choose between being a mom and being a career woman. And I think that's wrong because I don't think they force fathers to choose between being a father and a career man. So I would like to be a part of showing that it's okay to be both. It's okay to want your career. It's okay to want to be mom. Um, so, with this being live and being in the moment, it is very late at night. Well, late for me is like, it used to be midnight, but now late for me is now like after 8. So it's between 8 and 9 o'clock on a Saturday. My son is in bed. Oh, see that? Mom exhaustion. Mm. Um, and I have the house nice and quiet to myself. I'm gonna treat myself probably to a delicious hot cup of tea after we're done talking and after I'm done filming. Because I'm thinking about maybe doing one more video after this. I don't know, but probably gonna play some games because that just chills me out. I am going to refer to this a lot. This is my planner, and I I seriously, I love this thing. This is the best planner I've ever bought in my life. So what I'm doing differently this month, I'm making updates to my command board. So for people who don't know what a command board is, maybe you call it your launch station. It's your focal point of your, sorry, I thought I heard my son, focal point of your house. Maybe it's where you sign papers in the morning if you have kids who go to school, or maybe it's where you put your keys before you walk out of the house. My command center for my family really is in the literal center of my home. It's where I develop my schedule without it actually being my schedule. So, like, it has the monthly menu, it has my envelope system I have on there, my four main envelopes, plus I have a coupon envelope, Christopher's woodworking envelope. I also keep my 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 daily tasks on there, my weekly tasks, what my old schedule used to be like. It was really, really easy. And this refers to the Instagram post. Ooh, sorry, y'all. This refers to the Instagram post I had talked about. If you're not a member of, or a member, if you don't follow me on Instagram for Raising Taylor's Moments, then you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. So I had just jumped on real quick when I was after I was done grocery shopping, and talking about how I have some things coming to Raising Taylors that are going to be different. And my mom game has changed. My mom game has changed drastically because my son is potty training. He is turning 2 in 2 weeks. We've been potty training now for a solid 2 weeks. We've had success. And that's because things have changed. Okay, so actually, I want to say maybe 3 weeks we've been potty training. And we've had success. So my game changed because you're constantly on potty patrol because you're trying to teach them to communicate to you that they need to go, And then you got to teach them to undo everything they've been doing for their whole life. You know, like their whole life they've been basically told it's okay to go in your diaper. Mommy will fix it. Well, now I'm undoing all of that, and I have learned that it is a learning process for me as much as it is for them, because I have to learn how to communicate to another person who doesn't really understand what I'm doing. Um, so my mom game has changed. I have figured out that pull-ups are expensive. I made a comment on my grocery haul I posted today that I can't afford pull-ups. I can't. Not right now. Um, they are the cheapest pull-up that is his size, because the problem is his size. He barely fits a 2T pull-up. And the sides are adjustable, you know. I take that back. He barely fits a 3T, but there's only, I think, one place, maybe two places I can get a 2T to 3T pull up, and that's at Walmart and Target. Now, they're both $8.99 for one pack. One pack, I think, comes with like 25 pull ups in it, maybe 22. Um, that got expensive very quickly. I was like, okay, these are not as bad. They're going to be cheaper than diapers. No, they're not. Because if they're really, really trying to potty train your kid every time they use that pull up, it's got to go. It's not like the diaper where it's like you could get 2 or 3 uses out of it and then you got to change it. No, 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 no. Because if you're going to let them just continue to go in the pull up, you may as well leave them in diapers. So I had to decide, am I really going to pursue this potty training business so I could be done with potty training sooner? Or am I going to just let him wear diapers for another 6 months and try again in 6 months? And I decided it was much more affordable to really try this potty training. And I'm doing that by putting him in real underwear. Now, here's the sad story. My Jackson's not even 30 pounds. He's a small kid. Uh, he's healthy. He's just a small kid. Eats all day, runs around all day. He's just constantly burning all these calories that he takes in. So, uh, the only size underwear that I could get without ordering special are size 4 at Walmart. And what we've been doing is put him in the underwear, and we have to put pants on him. Excuse me. I have to put pants on him so he doesn't they don't fall off. Now, what that was doing was forcing him to feel uncomfortable, and it's worked. My son has used the potty 3 times this week. This past week, he's used the potty 3 times, and this was the first week I put him in real underwear. For 2 weeks, I did pull-ups, and I use that as like a way for me to get comfortable with it, see how he functions, see if he can understand that going to the potty is not a punishment, to see if he can learn new terminology like step in, stand up, feet first, kind of thing. I use words like that, and I was using those 2 weeks for like repetitious skills, and it really, really helped. So, in another week, I'm going to put together a video. I'm going to write it as I'm talking to you, because I've learned that if I don't write stuff down, I forget. Are you saying my bed? My cat's not right next to me. Yes, he was. I have learned that if I don't write stuff down, I forget. So in the next week, I'm going to post some things that I think other moms need to know, first-time moms, about ways to potty train your kid. Because I'm here to tell you, I think society no longer wants us to potty train our children when they turn 2, or even like at 20 months. They want us to wait till they're 3, because these pull-ups are huge. I mean, huge. And even the potty chairs. Like, my poor kid, he's such a small kid that, like, he usually misses, the toilet. He just pees a stream right in front of it. He's just too small for it. So I usually end up having to make a mess. But the goal is for him to know that he shouldn't go in his pants, that he needs to go in the potty, right? And I mean, I can't leave him alone. Not that I ever would, but I feel like I am light years away from me taking him to a toddler potty, like at a preschool, and saying, all right, go potty. Like I don't know why. I feel like I'm light years. Anyways, so let me write this down so I can be held accountable. YouTube notes right here. Make potty training video. Okay, made that note. So anywho, that's changed my mom game drastically. It's changed how my day is structured. It's changed how I plan meals. It's changed how I function in the day. And now that I have all of my soaping stuff, because I am learning how to do cold process soap making, and I'm wanting to continue to pursue that, that's going to take some certain dedicational time, and I have to learn how to manage my time that way. So my old system I used to have, um, I had 2 days out the week where I was meal prepping. I don't really need to do that much anymore. I made that schedule back, I want to say like April. I made that schedule when I started filming, and I haven't really followed that schedule for like 2 months. So it's not working. I decided to try the block scheduling that Jordan Page talks about. She did a YouTube video on funcheaperfree.com is her thing, and so is productivity boot camp is her thing. She's wonderful to watch. She's an incredible mom. She has lots to teach. I love her. But she did like a 20-minute video or something about block scheduling. And the first time I saw it, I was like, she got to be crazy. I need to know what I'm doing hour by hour. And then when it was over, I start to move on with my life, right? And I'm like, you know what? Maybe she's on to something. Maybe she's not crazy. Maybe she knows what she's talking about, because my schedule on the board, while it doesn't have even time limits or even deadlines on it, I'm not even following it. So why would I turn my nose up at somebody who has something that does work? So I put together a block schedule for myself, and it actually seems like it would work. I felt really relieved after putting this together and me trying to figure out what would I do in this block of time. So I'm going to show you real quick what I'm talking about here. I just put them on post-its, because if I like them, I'm going to incorporate them and put them on my command board, so then I'll have them in 2 places. But this is, I don't even know if you guys can read it, but this is what my block scheduling will look like, okay? So I have the morning routine, and I have right above it what morning looks like for me. From 6:30 to, I don't know if it says 9 or 9:30, I can't read backwards. And it's got a reflective glare. Yep, 6:30 to 9:30. She says do it in like 3-hour, bits. Don't do it hour by hour. 4 hours is okay, but really try to do 3. Ooh, wow, Sarah, 3. So what she explained it is like all the things you can do in that time, but it's not things you need to do every day. Like, I don't need to go to the grocery store every day, but that was still on her block schedule, just like it's on mine. I go to the grocery store once a week. And it really, it doesn't make me like think I have this much to do, because that's what my current schedule makes me think. I had my set of dailies, I had my set of weeklies. Dailies had to be done every day, no matter what. I was very strict with myself on that, and it made me upset. And I felt like a failure if I didn't commit to my dailies. And then I had my weeklies that I had all week to finish. Well, what ended up happening is I'd get 1 or 2 done on Monday, and then the rest were done on Friday. That always happened. So that made life in a rush, and I'm tired of living that way. So, what this is really doing is really allowing me to look at it as a whole, but at the same time, take it piece by piece. And I am liking this. I'm going to start doing this uh, on Monday, and I'm starting this on Monday because I am. I had to make some last minute changes to my grocery shopping. First of all, I thought I had $100 budget to start with, and I only had 70. So, which y'all saw earlier, that was some improvisation, and I did good. Uh, so I need to make sure that I have time to prep my ingredients. Um, I've got an experimental freezer vegan meal that I'm hoping to share with you guys. It's so good. It's chickpea stew. It's so good. Uh, and then I can make life a little easier for me. Because what I'm shifting towards now, because potty training takes up so much of my time, because you feel excited when they don't go in their pants and they're willing to sit there for like 15 minutes and try to go to the bathroom, or just he's learning to talk to me. He's learning how to uh, be comfortable with himself and not just have to constantly be entertained. Like my TV is not watching my kid. I'm watching my kid. So learning how to develop that communication is helpful. Like this is everything has changed. Everything has changed for me. Yeah, I remember I remember when feeding time was so easy for him because I'd grab like 2 to 3 or 4 pouches, be like, here, 1 pouch, 2 pouch, 3 pouch, and they would be gone that fast. The boy went through pouches and he was getting all his nutrients and such, and then he'd leave me alone for like 2, 3 hours. Like he would play, not necessarily leave me alone. I was the only person he really cared about because I was at home with him all the time. And then when daddy came home, it's like, forget mommy. But, and then he went to sleep. And we have gotten rid of 2 naps a day. We haven't done 2 naps a day in forever. That has changed my game. You will mourn the loss of that nap when that happens. When you go from 2 naps a day down to one, it's so hard. My whole mom game has changed in terms of laundry now, because now I have introduced underwear for him, and in doing so I have to wash more clothes. I'm okay with that because that's still cheaper than pull-ups, but I have to stay on top of it because they can't just sit. I have to rinse out the clothes in the bathtub. um, he's only pooped in his pants once, so I feel like that's a good success. But all the other times he's pooped, we've always caught it in a pull-up. So it is what it is. But one time he went in his pants. The rest of it, he would just pee in his pants, and it just gets rinsed out in the bathtub. I put it down the laundry chute, and I wash the clothes. I have been able to stay on top of my laundry this whole past week 1,000 times better than I have my entire motherhood career, or my wife career, which actually is the same length of time. But it's worked for me. So, short story long, um, my new schedule, I have taken it in 5 blocks. And instead of thinking of what can I do on Monday, what can I do on Tuesday, and things like that, because that's how my other one is, it took it in days of the weeks as blocks. Um, this is just set. This is no matter what day it is, this is what it is, and I'm telling you, I'm loving it. So from 6:30 to 9:30 is what I'm calling morning routine. From 9:30 to 12 o'clock, I'm calling afternoon routine. From 12 to 3, that's nap time. That doesn't mean he sleeps from 12 to 3. He might sleep from 1 to 2. He might sleep from 1 to 3. Sometimes he'll sleep from 1 to 4. Doesn't matter. I never have to worry about him not going to bed on time. That's the other thing that's changed. Bedtime is 1,000 times easier. Because when my mom game changed is also when we took away his binky. In the last 30 days, we have taken away binky and we've started potty training. It has been rough around here, but it has been great. He has a set bedtime now. He is actually tired between 7 and 8 o'clock. I love it. It's wonderful. Bedtime is not a fight, it's not a struggle. And nap time, it's not really a struggle either. This 12 to 3 business, this is great. Um, and so uh, I have evening routine from 4 to 7:30. Sorry y'all, I know I'm all over the place. I don't know what's up. But from 4 to 7:30 is evening routine. And she did say, Jordan Pace, she did say, make sure you make a block for sleep. Because if you aren't taking care of yourself, then you're not taking care of your family. And that is something I have firmly believed in for the longest time. That it's not okay to put yourself in last place, because as mothers, we always do. Um, that you must take care of yourself so you can take care of the ones you love. So I have a block time on here for sleep. And at first I was like, I'm gonna go to sleep on time every night. I'm gonna go to sleep at 9 o'clock. No, I'm not. No, in real life, I would like to be in bed by 10. Not starting to go to sleep, not brushing my teeth. I would like to be in bed by 10 o'clock because I would like to get up by 6:30. My husband likes getting up at like 4 or 5. He would like to. But I, realistically, 6:30 is good for me. So, what I like to do from 6:30 to 9:30 is I say wake up at 6:30, um, make my bed, which I do. When I get out of bed, I make it. I even made my bed with my husband in it. Ooh, what's up with this? Why are you trying to focus? Ooh, can you see me? Okay. Um, wash your face and brush your teeth. Um, altar work, which I'm not getting into what that is. Not quite comfortable talking about that yet. But drinking something hot. So I have discovered that I tried doing this whole drink a glass of water first thing in the morning kind of bit. And while it's nice and refreshing, I would rather drink something hot no matter what time of year it is. So I drink either coffee or tea in the morning. Um, I have eat. I have to make sure I say eat on here because if not, I'll end up skipping breakfast. Um, dishes, get dressed. I actually put makeup on here because doing my makeup actually makes me feel good. It makes me feel productive. And then laundry. So for laundry, it could be as simple as like switching loads over if I had one running the night before, because in reality that happens. I don't go to bed with a perfectly clean kitchen. Almost always, I have dishes in the sink from dinner, or I have clean dishes in the dishwasher when I wake up in the morning because I ran it overnight, or laundry was in the dryer or something. You know what I'm saying? Like that's life. It's constantly moving. So I have laundry on here. Um, my husband's been very helpful with that in the morning. I'll say, hey, when you go feed the cats downstairs, would you please switch over the load or bring me up a basket, or will you take this empty one down there just so that when I switch stuff, like small stuff. But then that also gives me the opportunity to ask for help, because I don't ask for help when I need it. I ask for help when I needed it 5 minutes ago, because now I'm upset with myself and I'm taking it out on my husband, and that's not okay. So this is teaching me to ask for help when I need it. Um, and then I have a space in here for workout. Now, I have found that it is completely possible for me to put my son in a stroller and I just spend 15 minutes walking around my neighborhood. I don't have to be drenched in sweat. I don't have to be exhausted because um, my yard work is enough. My playing with my son, who is a runner, and I run with him, is enough. Or I dance when I'm cleaning my house because I'm a neat freak and I clean my house every day. That's enough. So taking a nice 15-minute be outside and enjoy outside, that's important. Not only for my soul, but it's good exposure for my son. My son can't be inside as much as he is. Um, so do all those things between 6:30 and 9:30. That is 1,000 times accomplishable. Wow, why are you going out of focus? Um, Something else. Sorry, y'all, my hair is a mess. I had it in this little teeny tiny scrunchie. Um, my afternoon routine. I have cleaning, make lunch, think about what's for dinner. I almost always have, because I have my month planned out, right? My monthly menu planned out. Um, that comes in handy more when I've got freezer meals put together. I don't need them so much for September. I will need them for October and I will need them for September. So I'll have freezer cooking to do for next month. I just don't need them this month. So I'm just gonna take the time, buy fresh, and make a dinner every night. I'm perfectly fine with that. I can do that. On the nights I'm not okay with that, ask my husband to cook. He can do that. He's actually a really good cook. Part of what made me really like him is he's a good cook. Um, uh, reading is important for me to maybe relax, book for enjoyment, birth, book for maybe I can maybe find a day a book on parenting right now. I've got soap and books. Who knows? Um, this is the time where I'm folding laundry and putting it away. I'm not starting a new load because that should have been done in the morning. And I'm being specific with this for a reason. You know, like I I'm trying to make sure we're not overwhelming ourselves with clothes and linens and stuff like that. Just being conscious of we eat in the kitchen, we don't eat in the living room, or not letting Jackson run around with snacks because then there'll be food everywhere, or keeping an eye on Jackson because if I'm not, he'll he'll end up stripping and squatting in a corner because we're body training. Whew. Anyways, um, so that time is dedicated strictly to folding laundry and putting it away. Now nap time. Nap time is really where I'm going to start being able to sit down with you. Nap time is when I devote time to YouTubing, or if I've got soaping to do, um, if I've got yard work to do, or ritual or spiritual practice work. That's what that is devoted for. And I won't have soaping to do every day. I'm pretty sure I know how I'm going to do this because it does take a 4 to 6 weeks of curing for me to actually package to then package and give the soap to the buyers so that it's safe to use. I was thinking about doing a soap release once every 6 weeks, but showing this is what's going to be available. Um, that way I'm not overwhelmed with inventory and it starts at small, things like that. Um, let's see. Evening routine. It's a big block. It's a really big block. It's a 3.5 hour block. Dinner, bath time, and then bedtime for Jackson. Okay, I want him in bed no later than 7:30. I let him stay up this late because it's the weekend. um, and then dishes. I want dishes to start being at least like done, or um, not like left out on the counters or things like that. You know, um, things will happen. You know, sometimes, but I would like to develop a better habit of not letting my dishes sit out overnight, because they do. Um, Laundry. This is a time where I will, if I have like a small load that needs to be done, like say Jackson went through 4 pairs of underwear that day, and I've only got two that are dry, and I have some that are in the dryer. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that. Making sure he has constant clean clothes. Um, and then trash. I want to start making sure the trash is taken out at night instead of it letting it sit in my kitchen because I hate diapers. And I'm really gonna be happy that I'll be cloth diapering the next one because it's so much easier for me to wash those at home and have them ready to go. I mean, I've even got a separate sink downstairs in my laundry room to take care of cloth diapers. And what I'm doing with this underwear now, this potty training business, it's no different. It really isn't. Um, I hate the smell of dirty diapers sitting in my my kitchen. I tried the Diaper Genie thing, worse than ever, because then it's a pile of stanky diapers. Um, I did do the like doggy bags where like they're scented and you put the diaper in there and tie it up. I've done that. That has worked. But I hate how much trash a diaper just is. Like it takes forever for those things to break down in landfills. So I think since I'm wanting to have more children, it just makes more sense for me to invest in a cloth diaper. So man, I went off on a tangent, didn't I? Just talking about how I want trash to go out at night. Um, I also would like to spend this time from 4:30 to 7:30 maybe having something with my husband like tea. We're not real wine drinkers, um, and I don't drink soda anymore. So maybe something like cozy to cuddle up with. Maybe I'll start buying like some decaf tea for us to enjoy. Because I can't do coffee at night unless it's decaf. So maybe I do something like that. But praying is something I would like to spend my evening with, and relaxing, like giving myself permission to put my feet up, and instead of trying to uh, clean up the toys and fold laundry at the same time. It's because I used to line up projects on the floor. Like I would have basket after basket after basket, and I would line them up, and then I would put another tub where it was like all of Jackson's toys he had brought out that day. I had that lined up. And then I had like a pile of shoes and then a pile of blankets. Like I would line up my tasks. I don't do that anymore, because my day in my evening should be about constant to-do lists. So this block schedule thing, I really like it. I actually think it's going to work. Sorry, I'm looking at the table. Whew. I actually think it's going to work, and it's going to help me moving forward as a mom of a 2-year old, because man has that changed. That has so changed everything. The loss of a nap, potty training, no binky. He's an acrobat too. Did y'all two-year old jump off of everything? Oh my gosh, he jumps off of everything. The the energy. I don't know. I don't know where he gets it, but he is exhausting. I actually think I've lost weight playing with him because we run and we run, and I just I can just like weight lift him. Like I he keeps me active. So um, that's what I've got for that part of my schedule. That took a long time for me to talk about that. Anyways, that's what I've got for that part of my schedule. So when I open up here to my month, I'm still doing a note section where I have 3 goals. I have 2 sets of notes. They're like my must do before the end of the month, because that worked for me last month for April. Oh my God, for August. Um, I have to get sized for a bridesmaid's dress, and I need to deep clean my house before my son's second birthday party, and um, that's coming up here in 2 weeks. So um, I have a goal. I want to develop a personalized morning routine. Well, I did that with this block scheduling, but I'm going to try it out and see if it works, because if not, I'm going to tweak it. Stay in budget. That is something I have a strong goal of. You know, I had cash to work with like I always do, but I really think I pulled it off. I really think I did well with what I've got. I don't want to be excessive in my spending, even though I always spend cash, and I never leave the house, but like twice a week, grocery shopping and to visit my mom. That's all I ever do. You know, I don't go anywhere. Um, so I really want to stay on my grocery budgets. Um, but in particular, I've got my son's birthday party, and that's where I'm hoping me only spending so much this week is going to help me have extra for that party. That's what I'm hoping for. The other thing I have is this is a very special month for me. I have a remove all stuff to donate, and it's things that it's like they have purpose, they can be used in my house, but do I really need them? Like over the door hangers. I don't need to hang that much stuff up because if I have that much stuff to hang, uh, I have a problem. Like, I don't need 50 scarves. I had 50 scarves. Okay, I have one neck. You know, so I'm eliminating some of the things that allow me to maintain clutter. So the over the door hangers, I have like two shoe organizers, and I don't even have like 10 pairs of shoes. I have, let's see, one, two, three pairs of heels, one pair of tennis shoes, and two pairs of boots. I have 7 pairs of shoes. That's it. I don't even got flip flops. So why do I need two shoe organizers when I had one built into the closet? So things like that, I'm getting rid of. I had a while ago posted them on Facebook to try and sell them, and they're like super cheap. Nobody was biting. So now they just need to go because they are literally clutter in my life, sitting in bins, and I'm tired of looking at them, tired of them being here. Um, Now that connects to me saying this is a really important time because I have a holiday I am celebrating for the first time ever this month, and part of a way to celebrate that holiday is to declutter your home and is to welcome in um, uh, things to be thankful for and acknowledge things to be thankful for. So to think about maintaining balance in your home and in your life, things like that. So I've got, I think I'm out of time. I'm gonna go ahead and end here. My husband's coming up to visit me, so we're gonna have our time together. But uh, that's how I'm running this month. I've got quite a bit left to do in the monthly fill in. I'll think about showing what this month looks like. What I think people might care about, I bet nobody would care about. I bet they wouldn't. But I'm just kind of nervous to show it. Anyways, um, 38 minutes. Man, I'm so sorry. Why am I sorry? I don't know. I had a lot to talk about. So, thank you so much for sitting down and listening to me babble and just go on. And maybe you're one of the people that I watch and you just let them play in the background while you're maybe cooking dinner or folding laundry or something. Like, that's what I stick around for these long YouTube videos for. It's like, all right, this is a good 45-minute one. I'm gonna go ahead and just fold 5 baskets of laundry. You know, I hope I can do that for somebody because a lot of people do that for me. um Anyways, thank you so much for sticking around with me, and I hope your Saturday is a wonderful Saturday. Hello, fall. I'm so glad you're here. And if you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe. Become a member of my YouTube family as well as my Instagram family on Raising Taylor's Moments. And I look forward to any new followers and positive comments. And everybody have a wonderful evening. Love you and blessed be.